All right, so if you've landed in this video, you're probably either a follower or perhaps you've also unfortunately been hit with this invalid traffic issue on your YouTube channel. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick overview of what's happening. So from what I believe is since November of 2022, there has been a lot of small creator channels who have been hit with what we're all calling the invalid traffic bug or glitch on their channels. Which is a very odd thing because it actually results in a huge dip in your revenue from 60 to, I've heard, 90% drop in revenue, which is insane. It's a huge drop. And one of the most messed up things is ads continue to run on your videos even though you have no revenue at all, because it is actually your RPM rate that goes significantly lower, which results in nearly no revenue left. Now, what the heck is invalid traffic in the first place? So according to YouTube, invalid traffic is activity on your channel that's not coming from a real user or from a user with genuine intent. So this could be from third-party sources or AI sources that are automatically generating like fraudulent traffic onto your channel, or it could be you possibly going out to your friends and family telling them to, replay your video playlist, your channel playlist, and telling them to, like the video or press on the ads. Or it could just honestly be any kind of invalid traffic coming into your channel for any reason. Now, this could be from intent, so you going out and telling people, or unintentional traffic, and all of that is considered the creator's fault or responsibility to actually find and resolve the issue, which is challenging for the creator because most of the time, most of the creators who have been hit with this invalid traffic issue obviously probably didn't do fraudulent intent or any activities to bring this kind of traffic onto their channel. So most of the time it is unintentional or, some sort of third party kind of bringing in that traffic, if it is actually invalid traffic that is hindering this channel. Now, for my channel specifically, on almost the exact day that I reached and celebrated 10,000 subscribers on my channel, I was also checking my revenue and I saw a 70 to 80% dip in my revenue, just like plummeted to the floor. I think this was on August 25th of this year, 2023, just about a month ago, and my heart sank. I was completely devastated when I saw that, but mostly just confused. And I actually thought it was maybe just a temporary glitch of some sort. Sometimes your revenue takes a couple of days to like recalculate. But as I waited like a week, my revenue continued to be like low, like 60 to 80% drop. And I knew something was off. So right away, I started doing some research, seeing if anyone else was experiencing the same thing, just to see if maybe there was something going on that I didn't know about. So I did some research on YouTube, on Reddit channels, just to see if there was anything that anyone was talking about. And I came across a lot of kind of threads talking about this invalid traffic issue on YouTube. And a lot of them stated that they, got a notification on their YouTube creator account saying that there was an invalid traffic detected on their channel. But I actually never received that notification that week, at least. And so a part of me felt like really hoping that this wasn't my issue, because I saw that there were a lot of channels that were experiencing it for months, maybe even for a year, and it never recovered or resolved. So that really freaked me out. So I decided to reach out to YouTube help us like directly, just to see if that was an issue for me, even though I never got the notification. I think a few days later, they finally responded, and truth be told, I had invalid traffic coming onto my channel, which was really odd. So I got back to them and I was like, hey, like, nothing looks odd on my channel. I also never got the invalid traffic notification. Like, can you verify this, or can you confirm this is actually the issue? A few days later, they came back to me again and reconfirmed, yes, it is invalid traffic, and basically told me that there's nothing I can do but to just wait for this to be resolved, or to stop the invalid traffic from coming in, which I wouldn't know how to do because I had no idea where that traffic was coming from or on which videos. And so we kind of went back and forth a few times, trying to kind of get more out of them to see if they would give me some clues as to which videos were the culprit or anything like that. But honestly, they just kind of gave me canned responses, and there was no clarity in terms of what I can do proactively to stop this from happening. So I just kind of gave up for a little bit. I actually went on vacation for about 2.5 to 3 weeks after that. So I just kind of like was, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break from YouTube for a little bit, come back and see how I should move forward with this, either trying to find a solution again, or just, you know, quit, or to come back and just keep going. So that was kind of my thought process at that time. And by the 3rd week of my vacation, I actually had a little bit more time. I was actually visiting home in Vancouver, so I had some spare time to kind of do some research. So I actually ended up watching quite a few videos. I realized that actually a lot of creators, thousands of creators, were having the same issue, which made me feel like at least I wasn't, you know, out of the ordinary, and I felt a little bit more relieved that it wasn't just me. But I also saw a lot of videos talking about like fixes or solutions, but most of them, as I watched through it, really didn't help. It was more so just like my revenue magically came back or whatever it was. None of them really sounded like actual solutions. And then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to head into my analytics, and I'm going to like see if there's anything that jumps out at me, or maybe there's some way to kind of look at my analytics to see if there's anything that I can pinpoint in terms of a video being like having odd analytics or having more traffic than usual or whatever it might be. So actually for this portion of the video, I'm going to head into my analytics and kind of show you my process of how I looked at my analytics and how I actually found the solution. So let's hop onto my laptop and check out my analytics. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel analytics. So I wanted to start off with just looking at an overview of my revenue in the past 90 days. You can clearly see like what my revenue typically was, around $18 to $20 to $30 a day. And then suddenly on August 25th, which is when I hit 10,000 subscribers, that's when suddenly there was a huge drop and dip to my revenue, pretty much like 60 to 80% drop. And it kind of stayed there for pretty much the rest of the month until September 27th. That's when I actually tried one of these fixes that I'm about to talk about, and my revenue came back. So it's pretty like straightforward. It really seems like what I found and did eventually is actually what brought my revenue back. So the first thing that I did when I was looking at my analytics to kind of see what I can kind of figure out is just thinking about where the traffic might be coming from. So like we talked about, there's pretty much 2 ways that this can come about. So the first way is obviously me intentionally bringing invalid traffic onto the channel by telling friends and family. So obviously I called my mom and was like, are you watching my videos on repeat and clicking on ads? She said no. I was like, okay, thank God. But also if that was the case, it would be the easiest fix. But unfortunately she was not doing that. Good and bad, I guess. So that wasn't the issue. I wasn't paying for ads. I wasn't doing anything else to bring in on invalid traffic to my channel. So it's none of that. The other way that invalid traffic can come to my channel is maybe through a third party. So maybe some AI or someone's blog is like bringing weird traffic to my channel or whatever it might be. So I really wanted to kind of look through the analytics to see if there's any anomalies of external sources coming from weird places and that kind of thing. Now, I went through my videos and I have over 100 videos now on my channel, so it's kind of hard to like go through the analytics of each video. Not really possible. So in order to filter out which videos to actually deep dive into, I strategically picked videos that had more views than the rest, because I'm thinking if there is a weird source that's bringing traffic onto my channel, it's probably going to bring in like more traffic than usual, or else I feel like YouTube wouldn't be able to detect it unless the amount was big enough. So I decided to only look at videos that were over 1,000 views. Now, I have a rather small channel, so most of my videos only have about 1,000 to 2,000 average. So anything above 5,000 is really like out of the ordinary, or it's gone like semi-viral for me. So in that case, I decided to go to my content, and the first video I looked at was actually this one right here. It's my Notion video, and this video has gone almost 10,000 views. And so the first thing I really looked at was reach. And as I scrolled down, I think this is a good representation of what most of my videos look like in the back end. So majority YouTube search, there was some external sources. So then I went on to see more to see what those external sources were. And as I scrolled through, the list is decent. Like I would say a lot of these are recognizable. Obviously, WhatsApp Business, Notion, Chrome app, Bing, Yahoo, like these are all like reputable sources, and like most of them are reputable. Like this is probably from my email, this is probably from my Pinterest account, like Trello, WhatsApp, and even those unrecognizable one like DuckDuckGo and Brave.com, that's only one view from each of these sites. So that wasn't like a flag to me. Like that's not a lot of traffic coming from these weirder websites, so it should be fine. I went on to then look at my audience and just to see like my top geographies. So just like most of my videos, my top geography is always United States. It's just I speak with a North American accent, so I think my language and also the type of video that I make is usually geared towards the United States, so that's pretty normal. If you look at my revenue here, my revenue RPM is around that much, like 25 RPM with I have pretty high RPM and CPM, so this is like pretty normal for one of my videos. Now, after that, I think this, again, is a good representation of the analytics for most of my videos. Then I found this video right here, which is one of my older videos, sort of. This one is about Canva, present and record. And this one has over 41,000 views. So that's a lot for my channel. And so, again, I went into reach and I looked at again, these seem rather normal. When I clicked into external sources, that's when I was like, something is up here. So I looked at this list and look at how long this list is of like random websites bringing traffic onto this video. And it's not just one view each. They're like 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 something, like this. I don't know what this is, but it's appearing on every single one of my videos. 36 views from this one. In structure, also don't know what that is. 25 views. Alex Ander College, 17 views. Like, these are like weird websites. Like, I'm not associated with them. So those are enough views, I would say, to kind of cause a red flags. So that's the first clue into this video that I thought was kind of out of the ordinary. And then I went into my audience and I went into geography, and look, the top geography on this video was the Philippines, which is very, very out of the ordinary. Like, it's very weird. So this one was definitely like a flag for me. And then I went into my revenue, and I noticed the RPM for this video was extremely low, like $4, which is like way lower than any of my other videos. So again, this was kind of a flag for me. Like, maybe YouTube doesn't like this video very much, or they feel like the quality of the audience isn't very good, or sometimes depending on the geography, like viewers in the United States would have a higher RPM versus viewers from other countries. So this was also a flag for me. And then I found this video, which is this one right here, also a Canva video, and it had very similar red flags. So I went into reach, and then I looked at, again, the external sites, and there was, again, a huge list of external sites coming from this video or going to this video. And then I went into audience again, and I scrolled down, and India was the #1 top geography, which is, again, is very odd. And then I looked at the revenue again, and again, RPM was really, really low for this video, $1.34. So again, these two videos were the only ones that had these weird kind of hints to me. And I was like, you know what? These videos aren't even making me that much money. It's not worth it. It is bringing in a lot of views, but if those views are invalid, then there's no point. Like, it's not worth it. So I decided to actually unlist both of these videos to immediately stop traffic from coming to these videos. And pretty much the same day, I got my revenue back. So I know it's crazy, but it seems like it works. So moving forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continuously monitor my videos. If I spot a few of these weird anomalies in the video, looking at geography, where the audience is coming from, what external sources are bringing the audience to this video, if I see red flags in those areas, I'm probably just going to immediately unlist the video, because I honestly cannot go through this kind of drop again. Like, it makes me sick just looking at this chart right now. But yeah, this was traumatic, and I never want to go through this again. So I think I'm going to do the same exercise, just keep monitoring my videos, or keep monitoring even my older videos to see if there's any anomalies that indicate some of these things I talked about, and I'm going to unlist them right away. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a chance to look at your analytics as well, and hopefully you'll find some videos that might be out of the ordinary as well. All right, and that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are also struggling with the invalid traffic issue on your channel, I wish you all the best. Give it a go, try out what I did. Hopefully you might also find something that's out of the ordinary in your analytics or some of your videos. And if it really works, I would love to hear back from you. Leave me a comment below and see if it worked or not. Give it some time. Obviously, your revenue, there's like a 3 to 5 day delay sometimes, so just wait a couple days to see if there's any improvement. If not, go back to other videos and see if there are other videos that you've maybe missed or something like that. And yeah, let me know if it works, and I look forward to hearing from you. All right, best of luck, you guys. I guess I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.